Hello everyone, I'm Brody and today I will be presenting my Genius Hour personal creative project, which was creating an airplane. So basically what I did is I used the program SolidWorks to make my airplane, and I designed it and put it through some simulations to test like the different airplane mechanics. So for my first step, I created the body of the aircraft. And I know it doesn't look like much, but the body of the aircraft needs to be a little bit thin and short. That way it provides airflow, and that way the airplane like works. So the goal with an airplane is to create more lift and thrust than the counter forces, which is drag. So I made the body like short, and then also I have this front part right here, which allows air to smoothly flow over the top and the bottom, so that air won't be too much of a factor in drag. Next, step two, I basically created the wings, which are called airfoils. So I used this program over here, and it basically generated me an airfoil that works to give like the aircraft lift, because it has to be at a certain angle here. That way the pressure force lifts the aircraft. So like there's high pressure on the bottom, which allows the aircraft to lift. So it gave me all these points right here, and I inserted all these points into SolidWorks. Next, I created the back wings, which are just like the airfoil, which are called like the tail of the plane. And they're pretty similar to the front ones. They're just smaller scale, and also they're a little bit higher in angle because there needs to be more airflow in the back. Also, oh, that's it for step three. So for step four, I created the wing of the airplane. So as you can see, the wing is sort of like curved right here, and that's to give the airplane a more um, maneuverability, and also to make the wind go right around it. That way, there's not as much drag, so it allows the aircraft to fly better. So here's the final product in SolidWorks, and it's basically just like the wing of the aircraft. It's basically the aircraft that I created and the tilt with everything. And so this is what I used to create it. Here is the dimensions of the aircraft. So it's pretty small. It's only like 12 inches by 4 inches, or it'd be max 12 inches right here. So this would be the aircraft. So so now we're going to put it in like a wind tunnel, the aircraft in a wind tunnel. So this, I basically, in SolidWorks, there's a simulation program where you can simulate like airflow. So I put it in this simulation, and here you can see the airflow. So the air is flowing this way, so towards the back of the plane. And this is the front of the plane, and you can see how the air comes off of the wing as it hits it on the edges. And basically, it's just producing lift. As you can see down here, it's producing 0.27 pounds of lift, which is a lot for how much this actually weighs. And it's producing a little drag, so it allows it to fly better. And finally, I'm going to be presenting the airplane pressure simulation. So basically what I did for this was I put it in SolidWorks. It's the same thing, it's just pressure. And so as you can see, when airflow happens, the front of the wing, it's red, so there's more pressure on the front of the wing. Orange is less pressure than red, and then green is less pressure than both of them. So I got my idea for my personal creative project because I like airplanes. I'm going into aerospace engineering, so it was something that was really interesting to me and something that I really wanted to do. My greatest helper to get my PCP created was probably my expert, because if I ever had like a question in SolidWorks or anything, he could be there and assist me in SolidWorks to help me get a final product. It wasn't too difficult to decide what my personal creative project would be, because I really was really interested in aerospace and really wanted to learn more about airplane mechanics and that sort of things. The most difficult challenge was definitely learning SolidWorks, because I haven't really used SolidWorks in the past. I always used Inventor or anything like that. But SolidWorks, after you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy. Um, other personal creative projects that I would like to do in the future would be like bigger scale airplanes, like actual like commercial aircrafts, as shown as like in the first slide of my PowerPoint, my introduction slide. I would like to do those. But yeah, that's my personal creative project. Thanks.